Like, bro, I just have too much sauce to even care.
Been on my freaking for a while. Know them haters gon' hate, know them jacking my style. See me waited months to grace, hop in here, let me style. I'ma do it like he said, I'ma make my papa proud. Yeah. This one for the culture, see the vultures all around. So the sheep amongst the wolves, we gon' kill it, we gon' clown. We gon' set it off, we gon' let it out the bag now. Have mercy, we are not worth it, take a bow.
Thank God, thank God, thank God it is Fashion Friday. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of TGIFF. And I hope everyone had a good turkey day. Hope you got enough to eat. You had some time with family. I hope you enjoyed your, kind of your extended break. I am very, very excited to be back with you all. We took a week off, a Friday off, but we're back. And if you do not know me, if you don't first time coming to TGIFF, my name is Al the Great. I am your host, and I am the CEO of Good Steward Apparel and the lead designer of Good Steward Apparel brands. So the way we like to do TGIFF is we like to keep it quick. We like to help you decompress from a long week, and we like to help you get right into your weekend. We are all about fashion, and not so much in a sense of high fashion and the rules, but we think of fashion as a way to express yourselves. So thank you all again for joining us. If you are on here right now, please go tell a friend to go tell a friend, and please share. And let's start this conversation. First of all, since we are just getting off for Turkey Day, let me know, how was your Turkey Day? In the comments, how was your Turkey Day? Did you eat actual turkey? Because I do not like actual turkey. Maybe a turkey sandwich, but I am not one of those people who actually like to eat turkey. I have had it deep fried. My father-in-law deep fried it, and I've had it deep fried, and I really liked it that way. Other ways, I haven't really liked it as much. But we like to do something a little bit non-traditional. We had seafood. We've had seafood the last couple of Thanksgivings, so we like to be a little non-traditional. I love it. Love seafood. My wife is an awesome cook. We call her the Howard Family Iron Chef. So my family and I, we were in heavenly Thanksgiving bliss. So how was your Thanksgiving? What did you do? What were some dishes that kind of stuck out to you? Do you guys have a dish that you normally eat every Thanksgiving? I know one of them in our family is a banana pudding. It used to be, growing up, it wasn't a family get together without a banana pudding. If we were getting together for somebody's birthday, or whether it be Christmas, Thanksgiving, no matter what it was, someone brought a banana pudding or two. And that used to be a staple. What is a staple for your Thanksgiving meal or any type of family get together? Because it's important. It's all about culture, and we know family is all about culture and how you express yourself. And there are a lot of different ways to do it. But we are going to talk about, this show is going to be all about Good Steward Apparel. So I know I haven't. I know you guys know that is one of our brands, but I really haven't talked to you about it. And I wanted to take some time to really talk to you about Good Steward Apparel, and, really show you some of how we started, talk about how we started, my personal journey, and just really get into some more details about the brand. It is my baby. It is the first parent company of all of our brands. So Kizzy has joined us. Hey, Kizzy. Kizzy, mac and cheese. That is definitely a staple, Kizzy. That is definitely, I know plenty of people, I think plenty of people would agree to that mac and cheese is a staple. Is there a unique way that you make your mac and cheese, or anybody? I know sometimes people can get a little crazy. We had mac and cheese, but it was lobster mac and cheese, and it was great. If you see my wife, tell her she's shout out to the Howard Family Chef, but definitely it was great. And as you guys join us, go ahead and let me know in the comments, what is a staple in your household? What do you like as far as your Thanksgiving meals? So, so talking about, I've talked a little bit about my story. So I have, I was fortunate and unfortunate enough to grow up in a lot of transitional, shelters. And I say transitional shelters because you have homeless shelters and you have shelters for like domestic abuse. So you have different types of shelters, and the living standard can be very different. Definitely different from a homeless shelter, and a transitional, housing shelter can be very different. So that is, I say fortunate because that is who, that's kind of made me who I am today. And I wouldn't be standing before you all if it wasn't for those circumstances, most likely. And I wouldn't have such a passion for fashion if it wasn't for those circumstances. Because growing up, either when I was in a shelter or when I, stayed with my grandmother kind of off and on, I had to share clothes with my cousins because my grandmother didn't have it. It was three of us, three teenagers. So it was a lot to buy all of us clothes. So we had to share clothes. And the other side, being in transitional shelters, I had to search through like donated clothes. So if you think about, fashion, and the way we think about fashion is all about expressing yourself. It's hard to be able to express yourself when you're not actually choosing your items. You're choosing, but it's a limited choice through like donated clothing. So I really wanted to find my individuality. I really wanted to express myself. I was very different from my family. If you know me personally, I am very shy, reserved. You can see my shirt. I am awkward. I am awkward. I will tell you. This is from No Robots. Like this, I will tell you that I am very awkward, and I think a lot of people are. But I'm going to tell you that I am, because of just being very shy and reserved. I do not like the spotlight. Coming before you all every Friday it is a challenge for me. But I know that this is what God has called me to do in a season. So, you got to be obedient. But, talking about fashion again, I really wanted to find my space as an individual, very different from my family. So I would go through my grandfather's clothes and really kind of, old hats, old sweaters, because I really wanted to be different. My cousins were very popular. Everybody knew them, but I wanted to find myself as an individual. So that is really what started my passion for fashion, being able to express myself as someone who's very shy and reserved and really wanted to just be myself. So I have, I just have grown to love to just dress people. I have dressed family members growing up, even as a kid. I have dressed every girlfriend I've ever had, friends, everybody. I really love to dress people. I really love to see like when someone is wearing something that really caters to their personality, really caters to them. You can see how they just light up, and the confidence that they have, and how they're just such a different person. When we are inspired and we're in our own skin, and sometimes clothes can do that. When you feel like you're in your own skin, you feel like you are your individual self, you are more confident. And that's what fashion can do for you. So that is why I have grown such a passion for fashion. And that is one of the reasons that, I started Good Steward Apparel. Fashion can be an incredible vehicle to change the culture. If you think about any particular time in history, if you think about 80s, you think about afros, fists in the air. Look at what people are wearing. Even if you knew nothing about that time in history, if you look at what people are wearing, it tells you so much about that time in history. Like if you look at when women were shoulder pads, I want to say 70s, or when they were wearing a lot of shoulder pads and they were wearing the men's business suits, you can tell where women were at that time. they couldn't be their full selves. It was trying to be shaped into some type of, male figure in the business world. And sometimes that still happens today, but, we've come a long ways and we still have a long ways to go. But that's like, fashion can tell such a story, even if you never see an article, even if you just look at pictures. So that is what we wanted to do at Good Steward Apparel and throughout Good Steward Apparel brands. My grandmother, I told you guys about my grandmother. My grandmother, taking care of 3 teenage boys, didn't have a lot of money, but my grandmother gave. She really gave, whether it was cooking meals, thinking about that banana pudding again, my grandmother's banana pudding. During Thanksgiving, my grandmother would make, like sweet potato turnovers. How many of you guys have ever had sweet potato turnovers for breakfast? If your grandmother made sweet potato turnovers, that is one of the things I miss most of what my grandmother used to make. And I wish I would have had that recipe. And, that you think about those things. So she didn't have a lot and my family didn't. But one of the things they instilled in me, and it was indirect. It was indirectly, but it was stewardship. It is important. It is all of our purpose to be a good steward, to give to others. That is why we are here on this earth. That is how we pay the cost of being here, of having a presence on this earth, is to be good stewards. That is what I believe. And that is what our brands, Good Steward Apparel and all of the brands, that is what our mission is. 3 brands, 1 mission, change the culture. So I'm glad I got to tell you all about that. But I also want to go through and tell you about some of the pieces that I really, really like that we offer. I will tell you, we've been in business about 5 years, and I am really excited about this fall line. We've been stepping our game up. We've been stepping our game up, especially in women's shoes and some other things. So, as you progress as a brand and as a fashion owner, you got to step your game up, right? So we've been stepping our game up, and I really want to tell you all about some of the things that we've been offering and really kind of tell you, why we offer it and just a little bit about everything. If you are joining us, give me a wave, give me a hi, tell me how you doing. I'm still looking for, I know Kizzy told us about mac and cheese. What are the rest of you all eating? Was everybody on the diet for Thanksgiving? Can't be. That is the wrong time to go on a diet. You can go on a diet anytime other than Thanksgiving, but that's the wrong time to be on a diet. So what did you eat for Thanksgiving? All right. So if you guys can see, this is our brand, Good Steward Apparel. 3 brands. You see all of them at the top: Be Athletics Unlimited, No Robots, and Good Steward Apparel. This is how you go to each brand. So, and like I said before, it's all about changing the culture. Right now, our culture is so focused on me, as an individual versus we. So when we focus on, we change that me to we all win. You feel more satisfied. Think about when you do things for others, you just feel more satisfied, right? So we change the culture through our messaging, and we also make sure to give back. We have several organizations in which we make sure to give back, and that's what it's about for us. Fashion is, we love fashion, but we love giving back. So I want to show you some of the favorites. So some of the favorites is this leopard. So if you have never joined us in the show before, or if you've heard me say this before, I'm going to say it again. This season is all about cozy and comfortable, especially through COVID, especially in the fall. Anyway, you want to be cozy and comfortable, but it is really about cozy and comfortable. Can you change that, what you wear around the house, to something you wear outside? And that is what we really tried to focus on: cozy and comfortable for everybody. So this is one of the favorites right now, one of the customer favorites, this leopard print turtleneck dress, sweater dress. A sweater dress is, is something that continues to stay around. it is one of those classic items, and it just doesn't go anywhere. Jay, what's up? Jay, did you come in? Tell me what you had for Thanksgiving, and did you do any cooking? But how do you ladies do you have a turtleneck sweater dress? Is that something that you buy a new one every year, or you have can you recycle the same one? Sometimes, depending on what it is, sometimes you can recycle that same one. And leopard is definitely something that really stays around, doesn't go out of style. So again, looking at our fall collection, I'm going to go into that fall collection because that's what I really want to show you all. You're going to see some of these things kind of pop up too, but this is a classic for us. The coat, the men's coat, the fur. I love fur. Is not real fur. No animals, so don't call PETA on us. But it is definitely still a high quality item, and that this fur comes off. All about being interchangeable, really being able to stand out. So maybe you want to dress it down a little bit. If you're going outside, maybe you want to dress it down a little bit. You pop that fur off, and you got that stiff collar. That short, stiff collar. I really like that. Really small, kind of like lapel, stiff collar. Short collar. Really, really love that. So this is something we carried over from last year. Very popular from last year. And you're going to see these boots too. So we're going to see those too. But that's going to that fall collection. I am really excited about that. About this fall collection. Like I said, it's all about that cozy and comfortable. If you see something you like or you have a question about something, please let me know. And what are you wearing this fall? What are some things that you look forward to this fall? I know everybody normally looks forward to sometimes the lumberjack look, the plaids. What are you looking forward to this fall? Prints, do you like leopard? What kind of prints are you looking forward to? Trying to make sure I go see my comments too, so I don't miss anybody. All right, so looking at the sequence, do you like sequence? So I love a little shine, but not too much. So we did a couple of things that were sequence. Sweatsuits. Sweatsuits are comfortable. Sweatsuits, jogger suits, whatever it is, very comfortable. But we wanted to give it a little extra something, to be able to stand out a little bit. So we're using the sweatsuit with the sequence, still a lower top shirt with the hoodie, able to show off, the shape, woman's curves, but still something that's not so form fitting, but just something that's going to be really comfortable. Everybody has to have a hoodie. It's hoodie season. We did some of the leather top and bottom. That is one of the things about the season, putting those colors on top of those colors and then kind of adding something to it. You can't go wrong with that. That is easy to pair, easy to match up. You put it on and you go about your business. Put some accessories on and you go about your business. The most popular thing right now through Black Friday, throughout this season so far has been these thigh-high boots. Women are really loving these thigh-high boots. I really love them too. That's why we wanted to make sure to offer them. But I will ask you women, how in the world do you wear these boots that are right up on your cheeks? How comfortable is that? I know some of you ladies are pros, but tell me, is that it looks good, but is that comfortable? I know women wear 4-inch heels and everything else, but I love the look of the boots, but I don't have to wear them though, right? But this has been a really popular thing for the season. Comes in black and red, and it has that faux leather. Another thing that I really like, I love my button-ups. I love our selection of button-ups. Love a little pattern on them, love a little bit of everything. The denim boots, another thing we have really enjoyed. And I'm kind of go through these a little quick. I'm not gonna spend too much time on them. So denim boots, the season and this year has been all about unisex fashion. You know, the beret, bringing that classic beret back. You know, that faux leather. You know, nice. And this has really been one of the most popular clothing items. Is this knit tracksuit? Very soft, very comfortable. You really can't go wrong with knit. I'm telling you. What's one of your favorite, materials? Are you guys loving that knit, that fleece material? What are you really liking? Do you like polyester? You know, polyester is one of those things that doesn't fade easily. It can last for a long time. Really like some polyester blend, especially with the spandex. So just wanted to show you all a few things from our collection. And as I'm kind of scrolling through, you'll see some more. And it is really all about that comfort and cozy. You know, keeping comfort and cozy through COVID, through the winter, also being warm, just a little bit of all of it. I go to the next page. These boots, I love the boots. I when you have your own brand, you try not to have everything, try not to buy everything, but I really love these boots. I have both pair, so really love those. Definitely classics, kind of stand out, and you can wear them with a little bit of everything. You don't have to match. It's good to be a little mismatch. All right. So what sticks out from that, looking at the collection, what really stuck out to you that you liked? And what are you wearing this season? What is comfortable and cozy to you? Let me know in the comments. So, this is what the quickest show on Friday to help you decompress. And we cannot end the show without doing some styling. Just can't do it. It would not be TGIFF without doing some styling, right? If I can find my stuff. I know we've talked about a couple shows. I still have not, I want to offer more turtlenecks. How do you feel about your turtlenecks for men? You guys saw a lot of turtlenecks for women, but I really, really got to step up our game with our turtlenecks for men. Looking through here, I cannot find, it is not pulling up my stuff. Technology. All right. So one of the things I will tell you all that, today's show, of course, is brought to you by Good Steward Apparel. Today's show is definitely a highlight on Good Steward Apparel. We really wanted to, if you are, I haven't really talked about the brand too much as we've done. We haven't been doing the shows very long, but haven't talked about Good Steward Apparel very often. But I really want to talk to you about Good Steward Apparel. And, we're all about changing the culture. So this does not want to come up for me for some reason. All right, so let's do this. Since this doesn't want to cooperate. Guys, I will tell you that I am 40, but sometimes I feel like the oldest man trying to with technology at times. But you gotta get used to it, because especially during this season, during COVID season, Zoom calls, everything, getting just used to all this technology. So let's go back to, let's go back to the site. So I'm going to tell you about some of the things that I picked because I couldn't pull up my guide. Let's go back. And I apologize for the technical difficulties. Hmm. All right, so some of the things I picked, I definitely had to pick these boots. So I picked these thigh-high boots as one of the ones, and I think you really want to pair. You can pair it with something like a shorter skirt, maybe with some print. Kind of add some extra to it. But the thigh-high boots are kind of like the coming attraction on its own with your outfit. That is really what really what you want to show off the most. I really like it with, something longer at times, but, if you do like a shorter skirt, that really kind of brings it out as well. So maybe, like a sweater dress or something. Even if you like the wearing like the unisex clothing, I'm sorry, excuse me, like the unisex clothing, like men's clothing, like this button up, if you bought that and got that in a larger size and maybe in that color, it really I really like that, like those kind of like the button up dresses. So you can kind of tailor that, or you can wear something else like a sweater dress or kind of anything. But really you want the thigh high boots to be the main focus of that outfit. And everything else is just going to kind of be icing, a little extra, right? I'm still trying to get this up. All right, guys. I'm still. You see, I'm trying not to give up on it. I still want to get it up so you can see exactly what I chose for you all. But we don't want to cooperate. All right. The other thing I chose for guys that I remember is I did choose this My Black Is button down. It is a newer item for us. I really love the button downs. They're polyester blend, very comfortable. Very nice. With that blend, the fade won't have that fade, and it's you can say that it has a lot of print. So you want to have everything else to kind of be toned down some. So maybe we have a pair of like classics, maybe like some black classics, with minimal design and maybe some distressed jeans. And this coat, it's the fall is all about the layers. So dressing it up with a nice overcoat, but I wouldn't go black on black. I would do maybe a blue. I love black and blue together, or maybe a wine color, something that's going to kind of bring a little bit more color, but not like overshadow the print of the shirt, And the last thing I chose for you all were these boots right here. These denim boots are absolutely my favorite, probably out of everything we have. And I'm going to go into it so I can show you all the different colors. So we have the baby blue, we have the light blue and the navy and the black. Really love that baby blue and that light blue. Really love those the most. So I know with these boots are higher, but I would dress it up with something a little longer. Would go to and mix patterns a little bit. Do you like to mix patterns? Mix patterns a little bit and go with this knit, not in the blue, If you wanted to dress it up on blue, that is perfect for, what we've talked about in the past for the trends for 2020 fall. But I think I would do the pink. Put some more color on there, dress it up a little bit more, that denim on that knit, adding a little color. This dress is a little longer, but you're still going to be able to see those boots, because they're long. And one of the things I really love, this dress doesn't have a split, but I really love, those longer boots with a split. So you really kind of showing them off when you walk, when you sit, whatever it is. And it really kind of brings attention to it. But I think this will do the same thing, with that contrast of that blue on top of that pink. And then as far as like the layers, we got to have those layers. So this Duchess wrap coat, one of my favorites, that wide lapel, this Duchess wrap coat, and do like a rose pink. Really love this rose pink. Or maybe if you want to know, I think what I really chose, I chose the icy blue. That's what it was. So I chose the icy blue on top of blue for the boots, and then you have that knit in the middle for the dress. Like I was really excited about that whole idea. But what do you think about my choices for styling this for this TGIFF? Do you agree? Do you don't agree? What kind of sticks out for you? All right. Well, thank you all for joining me for another episode of TGIFF. Like I said before, this is the fastest show on your Friday, really helping you to decompress from a long week, really helping you to get into your weekend. I'm glad that you all joined us, and please come back and join us again next Friday. We're going to have a guest, and always remember that, greatness is a decision made daily. It's one of those things that you have to get up and you have to decide that you want to be great, because greatness is already in your DNA. It's already been built in your DNA. God put it there. But you have to make that decision daily if you want to be great. So please make that decision daily. God thinks you're great. I think you're great. And have a good weekend. And I will see you next Friday. All right. Bye.